Dear students, welcome back to Bishop Academy online classes. Today we have to get discussed over political science second chapter, that is federalism. It is the chief feature of Indian constitution and the government. To start the chapter, it becomes essential for us to get discussed over the term federalism. As your book indicates, federalism is a system of government in which powers is constitutionally divided between the national or central government and various regional or state units. So here you find that there are at least two level of government, one considered as union government and second considered as state government. Now you have to know the key features of federalism. Among them, the very first is there are two or more tiers or level of government. Second, as you find in India, there are union, state and local governments. Union, as you find on the road, there are vehicles of Bharat Sarkar, Uttar Pradesh Sarkar and even the local administration. Along with it, each of them have their own jurisdiction in specific matters of the administration. In India, you find that there are union list in which 97 subjects are there, state list 67 subjects are there and concurrent list where 47 subjects are, and all those things that has been not mentioned in these subjects has been considered as residuary powers and granted to union government, which made union government more powerful. Along with it, India has the written and rigid constitution, so that none of the state government or the central government could change the federal system of the country. Along with it, there is independent judiciary. In India, judiciary is independent to take any type of decisions against any of the person. It could solve the matters within the central government and state governments, or state government and state government, or even the people and state government, or people and central government. All type of problems could be tackled in judiciary. Judiciary have power to interfere in any type of dispute. Now you have to know about the most important subjects in different type of list. As in union list, we find that defense, atomic energy, foreign affairs, war and peace, banking, railway, post and telegraph, airways, ports, foreign trade, currency. Entire these matters are kept under the category of union list. Only union government have right to take decision or make law on these subjects. On the other hand, there are state list on which state government has supreme power. Union government do not interfere in these matters like agriculture, police, prison, local government, public health, land, liquor, trade and commerce, livestock and animal husbandry and state public services. Next, that is concurrent list, in which both the union and state government have power to frame laws. These included education, transfer of property other than agricultural land, forest, trade unions, adulteration and adoption and succession. So both state government and union government could frame law on this subject, but if there is clash between these two laws, then certainly the law of union government get applicable. For preserving the supremacy of judiciary, Indian Constitution provide 5 writs to the courts. These are the special orders that have been issued by government, and executives are bounded to work as per these orders that have been issued by central judiciary. Among them, first is habeas corpus, second is mandamus, third is prohibition, fourth is certiorari, and fifth is qua warranto. These are the special orders that has been issued by judiciary, on which we get discussed in forthcoming chapters. Next type of federation, we find that there are two types of federation. First is coming together federation, in which the formation of states happened first, and these states coming together to frame a upper limit of government, and this type of federation is considered as coming together federation, where most power has been vested in states rather than the central government, as we find in USA, Switzerland and Australia. There are coming together federation, where state governments have more power than what? Central government, and also all the states are equal. On the other hand, holding together federation provide more power to the central government, and this central government shares its powers with various states, as we see in India. In India, you find that union government provide too much respect to state governments, and certainly there is disparity among states. Some states having special provisions, special packages, special rule, regulations, clause, entire these things happened due to what? The relation of the state and central government. So, in holding together federation, as your book indicate, constituent states have equal power, and balance of power is slightly titled towards federal government. Some of them get special powers from the federal government, which become what you called a matter of inequality among states. So, if you see over the cultural heritage of India, we find that some of the states are having too much tribes, some other are most advanced and compete with the what you call cities at international level. So, certainly such type of separation is essential. Next, working of federalism in India, how it practiced. Among them, the very first is creation of linguistic states. When India became independent in 1947, the states have been created having many type of cultural and linguistic status. As it indicates, the boundaries of the provinces in pre-1947 India has been drawn in a haphazard manner. So, most of the provinces were multilingual. ढेर सारी भाषाएं वहाँ बोली जाती थी, and multicultural. Various type of culture also get practiced there, which with passage of the time, more and more states are created on base of common language or culture. As you find at present time, two more states, Ladakh and Kashmir, get created due to their separate culture. Okay? At present, we have 28 states and 8 union territories. Not 28, it is 29, it get misprinted, with 22 recognized languages. Central state relation की अगर हम बात करते हैं, sometime better relation among state and center seen if both level have different party government, as we see in case of West Bengal. The incidents of the Bengal get attraction from the media houses and get discussed on the televisions in the most what you called sensational way. Central government misuse Article 356 to impose president rule in these states, and on the other hand, states government delays in implementation of central government programs and often misuse the fund granted by central government. as we see in Jammu and Kashmir, where the local administration use the financial aid or funds that has been granted by central government in encouraging terrorism in the state. With the passage of time, government have to work hard to solve these problems. Along with it, decentralization in India. It is the most important step taken by the government to practice federalism and to talk to the people about federalism. Here in decentralization, authorities or higher authorities divided or delegate some of their powers to lower subordinate units. In India, why it is needed? That is decentralization, because India have large states. Some of the states are bigger than many of the countries of the world. Even great number of local issues are there. Even there is due of diversity, as India is considered as a land of diversities on both geographical and social fronts. In India, you find that there are 5 type of geographical features. Here you find deserts, both hot and cold, coastal region, plain region, plateau region, mountainous region. So all these things have been found in India. Along with it, various type of religions, culture, custom could be found in India. That's why decentralization is essential, so that the people live prosperity. How it get practiced? 3 tiers of Panchayati Raj institutions along with urban local government formed under 1992, which is the 73rd, and 1993, which is 74th amendment in the constitution. What happened in this constitution, what you call amendment? Some subjects transferred from the state list to Panchayati Raj institution by the 11th schedule of the constitution. Because local persons have a lot of advantage over state government and central government. So I taught this lesson properly. If you have some confusion remain with you, you could send it in comment so that I could provide you answers. Have a good day.